home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the first swing of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Sooners will hustle to the line. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Complete to the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Peters. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped up.
The give from the gun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Past the sticks, and he may get more. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. The running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got it to a 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Makes the catch. It's Phillips. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Now improvising. Firing to the right, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Sooners want to move quickly. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Makes the grab on the shuffle. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he grabs it at the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Sets up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. The official says no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quarterback on the keeper. That's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And a lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you got to be extra careful with your ball security.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's 2nd in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the option. Quick toss. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback making adjustments.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third and a long way to the goal after that big sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 4 over Virginia Tech. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision here.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Power football with the run. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Gets it to the back, and he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Now on the option. He'll pitch it.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs, won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here comes the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Schaefer. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Puts it out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll keep it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14. Play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
To advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays. for more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Breaks into the open. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, the football gods were shining on the offense on that play. I think the quarterback thought after he threw that might be pick 6 territory. But luckily, they were able to make the catch. They've now got a fresh set of downs.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. They'll give it to him again. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. They keep leaning on this running game. Takes the handoff. It's Reinbold. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The inside handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll take it himself. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points. And
the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the... 5-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And the Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. Still on his feet at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They'll immediately call timeout.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
The Sooners will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running. There he goes! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's #2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And some room to work. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Fires to the big fella. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Lions is man. It's Reinbold. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Under fire. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the outside.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The tight end gets the handoff on 3rd and short. You don't see that every day. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Looking for a crease. It's Reinbold.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Turning it on. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions have pushed it inside the 20. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun to give, looking for room. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Penn State! And the stomping has commenced. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by... over Virginia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called if you're running it inside or outside.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal.
And not to be the old... in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions a game.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Snagged out of the air. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. Kick is in the air. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Handoff from the gun. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Schaefer. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's Peters. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man, it's Peters. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Flying out to the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Eagles looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move, it's Reinbold. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Offense in an empty set. Just going to keep it after the snap.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Complete to the right. On the move at the 30. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll try the run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Firing deep. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to...
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Now facing a third and long.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit...
There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And the Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players.
Turning it on! Give him 88 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right up. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Crowell. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing?
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense.